It's day 9 and we're moody.
5. Yes.
Why? We're both in a mood today. We just started off being like, I'm in a bit of a mood today. And I said, so am I. What's up with that? The moon, the weather, hormones.
We'd have to go straight into Old Ladies Complainin because it's all hormones for me
Apparently
right now. So.
So I saw in the news that there's some kind of big, cold, stormy thing moving your way for the weekend.
Is there? Last I looked, it was supposed to be like 60 this weekend.
I think someone's lying.
Someone's lying. Rain. It's supposed to be rainy, but it's going to be warm, rainy. So
okay. So it said storm.
Where I am, I don't know about other places, but where I am, they're saying rain and like 59, 58 degrees.
Oh, see, I just saw some big swath moving across and it showed like New York, Boston, you know what I mean? And there was this big like curvy thing go, you know?
No, it looks like for us anyway, where we don't have snow. So
big rain. Okay.
It can rain this time of year. It can rain all at once. I do not care as long as it does not drop, when the sun goes down into icy territory or turn to snow. I don't like either of those things.
Yeah. Huh. You know what? I just want to say I feel like December 10th for me is kind of the bigger kickoff to the holiday season because it's like, all right, now there's, 2 weeks till Christmas, 2 weeks in a day, whatever, 15 days. So 2 weeks of festivity is about all I can handle. Yeah. I would not last in the Philippines where there's 4 months of Christmas. I'd be like, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what?
So my husband is there right now. Oh. It's hardcore too. My husband's there right now because like if you're a business owner, you are expected to do a full-on Christmas party. Like full-on entertainment, fully catered. Like all the different departments will spend weeks and weeks learning dance numbers. Plus you're supposed to bring in other entertainment. Like it's crazy. Now, he's lucky in that one of our businesses is remote workers. So they live all over the country. So he just gets together with like the management people who live in the city and it's much smaller. They go to dinner. The other company is an engineering company and they are all introverts. So they don't want any of that. They just want to go to dinner and eat themselves sick and have like awesome presents instead. So, but he still has to be there for that. Like that is everybody is all hands on deck kind of thing. So he has to go back for that. So he's done 2 of those. But then the church that we went to when we lived there, they also have a full scale party like that. And he sent me videos and was like, everybody says hi. And he sent me a video today of like one of the dance numbers. And I was just like, oh man, those were the days, man. Parties, constant parties. And then like your friends would throw big parties that would go until like 2, 3 a.m.
Oh my word.
They would have entertainers and there would be endless food. And like, it was honestly, but it did not take long for me to reacclimate to like mellow American Christmas feels so mellow in comparison.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
So now it's like, I don't know, are we going to the town Christmas tree lighting? That seems like a lot of work.
And you know what? Let's just acknowledge not everybody celebrates Christmas. And even if, regardless of your religion or your feelings about that, you know what? For some people, the holidays are just hard and it's okay. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay not to decorate. It's okay to opt out. It's okay to do what you need to do for yourself. It's okay to just drink hot chocolate and eat mashed potatoes and knit. It's okay. And not watch Hallmark movies. Really?
Oh, I've never, that has never gripped me. But yeah, I wrote about this a little bit on my Instagram yesterday where like, I went through sort of like the midlife crisis thing earlier this year, but and it hit me hard and it was a lot of really mad craziness. And I was like, I need time, but I also had like all these commitments that
Yeah.
needed to be met. And
Yeah.
I am now to the point where I can like take a deep breath.
Mhm.
And so, like, eating mashed potatoes and drinking hot chocolate and knitting, like, that is my vibe right now. That is my
Yes.
jam.
Same.
I do this, I do a few things that have to get done,
Yeah.
and by, like, 2:30, 3 in the afternoon, I'm just like, light candles, knitting,
Yeah.
just, like,
Yeah.
looking out the window. It's been wonderful.
So I try
So
to
if that's where you are,
it's
embrace it.
okay. It's totally
Yeah.
fine. There's no guilt, there's
Yup.
no shame. You don't have to love Christmas just because other people do. It's okay. Not that you need my permission, but I'm giving it anyway. You do you. And if that means skipping it, and while I'm on my soapbox, this seems like a good point. This seems like a good time to talk about how, as women in our culture, as the caregivers and the matriarchs of our family, whatever, like we think we need a reason. Like somebody says, "Oh, you're not going to come to the party," and you're like, "No, you don't have to justify yourself.
Yeah.
You don't
That's a
have to give a
complete
reason."
sentence.
No is a
No
complete
is a complete
sentence.
sentence.
That's
Yep.
correct. It's nobody's business why. It doesn't matter. You don't need a reason. If you
Yep.
say I have a previous obligation, self-care counts as a previous obligation. Absolutely. Taking a nap counts as a previous appointment because you scheduled it. And even if you didn't, it's an impromptu appointment. It's
That's
an
right. It's an
appointment with
emergency
yourself.
appointment.
That's right. And it's an appointment with yourself. And I know that sounds funny, but please just remember that you don't need a reason to take care of yourself.
Yep.
If you're not feeling it, that's okay. It's fine. You can just simply say,
I
I have other plans. That doesn't work for me. Thank you for thinking of me. I'll pass. There's any number of polite things to say. And the other thing about it is if you say something like that, I've been we talk about this frequently because if you say something like, I have other plans, and if somebody's actually going to press you on that and ask you what those plans are, and it's none of their business, and likely it isn't, all you can do is say, well, why do you ask? Answer a question with a question throws people off every time. And basically it tells them in a polite way, it's really none of your business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
People are going to be that pushy, then no. I don't know what's going on with my little thing right here.
It's just emphasizing. It's just backing you up, Jana.
That's right. That's right. That's my soapbox for the old ladies complaining part.
There you go.
You don't need a reason to take care of
End of
yourself.
segment.
Fade out now. On that note, can we talk about what I did yesterday?
I suppose so.
By the way, did you go to the grocery store or did you opt out?
I did. I did. No, I did go, and I ate like a proper meal instead
Oh,
of
okay.
an
Squash and eggs.
assemblage of ingredients. Yeah.
I knitted a tiny thing. Do you want to see my tiny thing?
Oh, I want to see. I
It's a
want to
tiny
see.
thing. Okay, so I have done a tutorial before about like knitting little ornaments. Now I am going to talk about
Uh-huh.
Christmas. Um, but it doesn't have to be Christmas. It could be anything. You could make yourself a nifty little garland just to put on your bookshelf for any day of the week. So this particular pattern I think is written for worsted, but now, I mean, my cat's got a hold of, I printed it out. Look what happened. They went on a rampage yesterday.
Good grief.
They're beasts.
Okay, show me. I
Okay,
assume it's going
so
to be one of your tiny sweaters.
it is, but I didn't knit it in worsted. I knitted it in like a light fingering on size zeros.
Ooh.
And I'm going to hold up a quarter for reference.
Oh my goodness, it's so tiny.
I know. Let me move the quarter now. Isn't it cute?
It's so little.
Ah,
That's adorable.
I know. I came home and I'm like, look, I showed my husband. He's like, that's really cute.
Good response. That's the response.
Well, I mean, he would,
I
yeah.
love
He,
that.
he gets kind of excited about things like that. I mean, he doesn't want to learn
Smart,
how to
smart.
knit or anything, but
But he can support. He can
yeah.
admire. Very nice.
Look.
It's a pinky sweater. Oh my goodness.
So should I have been working on other things? Yes. But you know what? It made me happy.
Yes, but that works.
Made me happy. I'll put the pattern I use down below and hopefully your cat won't do this. I don't know what has gotten into them lately.
They have been crazy. They're attacking your plants. They're eating your patterns.
You know those foamy
Chaos
blocking
reigns.
mats? The foamy blocking mat? I have
Yes.
one cat. You know how they have like the jigsaw puzzle edges and they fit together? She started chewing off the edges. I don't know what's up with that. So that was fun. That's what I did yesterday, and I knitted my stripes, obviously. Oh, and I passed the halfway point on Will's Musselberg. So now we're going into the
Oh, nice.
yeah.
New color.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So that'll be, when you turn it up inside.
I got the hem done last night.
Yay!
So I keep looking down because I'm doing my first row of color work right now and I have to count. So, but anyway, the hem is done.
Yeah. So that's the bottom of your
Very
fence
done.
posts.
That's the bottom. Yep. Bottom of the fence post.
So those are some long floats. Are you going to do ladder back jacquard?
No.
Okay.
They're just going to be long floats. Anytime you catch yarn at the back of your knitting, it affects the stretchiness of it. And so this is a skirt. I'm not going to have little fingers going into it at all. So there's no reason to catch the floats. It can just stay long and stretch out. It's wool. It's going to grip itself and pretty much stay where it needs to be. So
just out of curiosity though, have you ever tried that technique?
I did it once and I was like, that's cool.
I liked it. I did it on that
Yeah.
Raven Skull sweater and thought it was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, the sweater was fantastic.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
She likes it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know.
Cool.
There's lots of different areas where like maybe I'll do ladder back jacquard, maybe I'll do intarsia in the round. I don't know. But if I can just keep it stranded color work, then
you don't have to
I'll do that
now.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I think this is obviously like, because I'm having to look down while I'm doing this, obviously we're getting into more thinking territory.
Yeah.
So I think today I'm going to stop working on this for a day and do the swatching and stuff for the other one I was talking about yesterday.
Right. And how is your big slouchy pullover thing coming along? The black.
It's been abandoned at the moment because I don't have the right size needles to do the sleeves. But that said, I was okay.
Oh, should we put back up the complaining graphic?
No, it's more annoying than anything. So the way I got gauge for this sweater was using needles that fall between a 17 US and a 19 US. Okay. They're big ones.
Yeah.
So wait, 17 and 19, 16 and 19, 15 and 19. Anyway, it falls between two standard ones.
Okay.
It's not a standard one. It's between two standard ones.
Okay.
And so I have a DPN that was perfect for the body, but now it's too long to do the sleeves and too short to like pinch out a bit of it. Then it's like, it doesn't work. So I got on Amazon, I got on yarn.com, I got on everything. I can't even measure what it actually is because I don't have holes on any of my gauges that it fits in because it jumps from the one side to the other. And there's 2 full millimeters between the two sizes. So I don't know where it is.
And it's not printed anywhere.
It's not printed on it. They're just like plastic crap ones from a big box store that I inherited from my mom that she
Yeah.
got at some point,
Can I
you
offer a
know?
suggestion about
So,
measuring?
well, what I'm doing is I know that I have a second pair of these somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to do some digging today and see if I can find the second pair, and then I can just do 2
Circulars.
circulars.
Yeah,
I hate that. I hate doing 2 circulars, but it's just for 2 sleeves. It's 2 stitches to the inch. It's gonna go fast. I just need to find that second pair,
I
and
see.
then I can do that.
Okay.
So for now, it's sitting on a chair in my living room, so I don't forget about it, but I need to just it's all my needles are in that corner. It's just not in the holder, so I think it's, like, fallen out when I was pulling out another one, or I
Uh,
just need to do a little bit of digging. It's a bit of a chaos corner. So
I hear you.
I'm gonna write down right now, clean the chaos corner today, so I remember to do that.
That'll be on your top 5,
Yeah.
maybe.
My list is, like, all manageable now. I have 2, 4, 6, 7. I have 7 things. 1 thing I can't do until the end of the month. It's just there for a reminder.
Oh, okay.
And then another thing I should be able to do later today, I'm just waiting for a supply to arrive. So I'm like, this is great. Like, my to-do list feels magical at the moment. Magical.
Cool.
Normally, it's like a column of notebook paper, you know?
I do know. Yeah, mine feels a little daunting today, but I'm just gonna try to not get into my, like, introvert overwhelm where I just wanna go lay in bed and forget about it and not do it.
Yeah,
But my husband
don't
had to
do
go
that.
into work very early this morning. He had to be at work at 5:30. So he got up at 4. I have no recollection of his alarm going off. It's
That's
okay.
crazy
I
early.
don't remember any of that. But anyway, because he had to go into work early, he gets off work early. So that's nice on a Friday afternoon. So we can like have 3 o'clock adult beverages. So so hopefully I'll get through my at least top 3 or 4 things before he comes home.
And
Yeah.
then you too can, just sit and look out a window for a while.
Unless we decide to go grocery
Okay.
shopping, which I really hate, but he usually does that.
Mhm.
So
Does your grocery store have, like, the set up a time, call ahead, and they'll pull everything for you,
I
and you
think
can
there's
just
an
drive up and
app
get it?
for that. Yeah, I've never done it. I should try it.
I did that last week for the first time, um, and it was super easy. They have an app too, but I did the website because 'cause I'm quicker on the website
Yeah,
than I am on
yeah,
my phone.
yeah.
And, yeah, like, you schedule a time. They sent me a text and we're like, "Hey, we're getting stuff ready. Just, um" what was it? It was like text back yes or here or like leaving. They were like, "Let us know when you're on your way." So I had to reply to the text when I was on my way, and then like they didn't even I was like, "They're gonna wanna know my car's license plate number. I'm gonna have to go outside and find out what that is and blah, blah, blah." And they were like, "No, what kind of car? What color car?" I was like, "Sedan, great, awesome." I didn't have to tell them anything else. And then when I got there, it was like, "Text this number," which was the number they'd been auto texting you, "and just
Oh,
say
okay,
here."
okay,
And so
okay.
I just opened that up again and texted here, and, like, 3 minutes later, this little lady came out with all my groceries and put me in the back of the car and didn't put me in the back of the car, put them in the back of the car. And then I was away again, and they're even like, they're like, "We do not accept tips. We appreciate you're very kind to offer whatever, but it is" like, they're a unionized store.
Okay.
And that's part of, like, their whole
Yeah,
thing is,
yeah.
like, "We pay people properly, we do not accept tips."
So
Um, so
so
there
you
wasn't
only
even, like,
pay
the
for
tipping
it.
awkwardness.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
just
So you only
no, it's free.
no,
It's
no, no,
free. This
no.
is a free service.
Right, I know, but what I was saying was you pay for your groceries when you online, obviously, when you pick
Right.
them up because you won't know if they're or if they don't have something or
Yeah. So I've seen them doing this in the store. They have like a little cart and they have the
right.
bags open on the cart and they walk around. They have a little scanner thing and they scan everything that they put in the bag.
Right.
And then once your order's done, that's when they run your card.
Okay. That might be good though. Usually when I get stuck in town with Will, but he's going to go to the grocery store, I just sit in the car and knit and watch something on YouTube or whatever while he's in there because I hate it. I just hate it. It's like just too much. And we spend less money if he just does it because he's more apt to stick to the list. It's that ADHD thing.
Right.
He's more likely to stick to the list and not be like, ooh, ooh, you know. That's not to say he doesn't have his own struggles, but I think less so in that area than me. Like we were saying,
No, my husband enjoys doing it and I don't mind doing it. I just have other stuff I'd rather be doing.
yeah, knitting.
So, yeah. I got to the end of my round. I have 3 extra stitches, so I don't know what went wrong. I'm gonna have to figure that out later.
You were distracted by tiny sweaters.
Yeah. It's all your fault, Jana. You and your adorable
Okay.
sweater.
I know. Should we? So since you have to set it down for a moment, do you want to do your package?
Sure. I think I messed up when I did the hem.
Uh-oh.
Because I think I ended up messing up the stitch count. I took it off the provisional cast on and I put it on the needles.
Right.
There were no drop stitches. I had the same amount of stitches when I started, but as I went along, every now and then it would be like, oh, like this stitch, if I follow it around, is not connecting up with the same stitch. It's connecting up with one I already knit. So I need to like make one or whatever to kind of fudge it back. I don't know how, but I think in the process of doing that, I ended up with extra stitches.
Sounds like.
And now I'm angry at me, at the universe,
At my
at
adorable
this knitting
sweater.
project. Where did I put okay, I have my bag. I'll do my thing.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. I'm in a mood. It happens sometimes.
It does.
Day 9.
Oh,
we have little sea pinks.
Cute.
Little sea pinks.
Lovely.
Sea pinks are lovely little pink flowers. They grow along the coasts and, well, even inland from the coast.
Mm-hmm.
They're in Shetland. This one's nice. Let me get it's called Werehus. Werehus. It's like our house. Werehus.
Oh, and this is still a
pretty. This is still Aister Ooh. Yep, sorry. Aister Ooh.
There we go.
It's a nice tealy color.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday and then the first day. So those are our first 3 colors. Whoops. Of the winter box colors.
Cool.
Aren't they awesome?
That's lovely.
Very happy. Very happy.
Okay. All right, I'm going to show you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got to make sure I have the right stripe. Okay, this is day 8 stripe.
Cool,
day 8. So
look, it's almost like we have sort of the same vibe going on with our blues and blue greens.
Yeah. Okay. Then here's the neutral.
That's nice. I like that.
Oh.
New color, new color.
Yeah, it's a bluey. I mean, it's like a denim.
It's a blue.
It is. It's kind of.
That's nice.
See, it's like a denim blue. Wow.
I like it. That is nice.
Nice. I like it. Yay.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm a fan.
I'm digging the stripy socks. It's no pressure, you know. You just knit your 4 rounds a day on each one and hooray. It's kind of you know, because you can see it steadily moving along.
Keep going.
I might have to make another tiny sweater. And since Will's coming home early today, maybe I'll find a Christmas crap. I'll ask him nicely to please. Could you please go to the attic and help me find wherever
Let me
this
find my
guy.
Christmas wrap.
Yeah, he said to me yesterday, "Well, did you pack it separately from the rest?" I'm like, "I don't think so." Because when the kids were packing up the Christmas stuff last year, I just took down my garland and my lights and I brought it all to the
Oh,
tote, so I think it
right.
got all put, but it can be time to get all the other things out.
Yeah.
And
It's
then we
as you
have to
said, like,
decide.
it's your time to start feeling festive and
Maybe we got to figure out where to put the tree because we rearranged some furniture and stuff since last year. So now we kind of have to.
uh-huh.
It won't be the same, and we only have one tree.
I remembered just last night. So we had this plan. I had in my phone, I had a reminder saying buy a new tree
Oh,
to remind me to buy a new tree. And it came up and I couldn't remember why. Because I was like, we have the two and we get the third fresh, like new, like real one, real tree. Why did I say to buy a new tree? And then I remembered, okay, so our house, very New Englandy house, two windows on each side, door, upstairs, five windows, and then the roof, you know.
okay.
And it occurred to us that so those empty window, this window is where we put a tree in. But if we also put the other tree in here,
Yes,
and then the third tree
yes, on the top.
is up here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to take that third tree and put it on the roof. And I wanted to have the two trees like this,
Okay.
and then get the new tree that would be big enough to just fill that middle window
Right.
so that from the outside, it would look like we had a massive tree that went from the first floor through the second floor up to the roof. That was my master plan last year for this Christmas, and I
Okay.
totally forgot about it. Like, Adam and I were actually standing in a Target when the reminder came up, and I was like, "Oh, okay, like, maybe I just was like, the kids' tree's looking pretty ratty, maybe we need to replace it next year, let's go look," and we went and looked at trees, and we're like, "Why did we just like, why would I say that? Why
Because you
would we
didn't
do
write
that?"
any applicable notes to explain
I
it to
didn't put a note. Yeah, I was just like, "Get another tree. Surely you'll
you.
remember why."
A
And I
year
did not.
later. A year later. Don't we know
A
ourselves
year later. So my master plan to be the ultimate nerd, like whatever
in the neighborhood?
decoration
Yeah.
in the neighborhood did not come to fruition this year. So
But it still could.
it could. I just need Adam to come home because he's going to be the one up on the roof putting up the mini tree, the
In
little
the rain.
tree in the rain. He's so hot all the time, it just evaporates before it hits him.
So we'll wait and hear if that happens or not.
It's not gonna happen this year. It's not gonna happen this year.
Okay.
I will put a more thorough reminder next year in my phone
With reasoning behind it.
with reasoning. Get one big enough to fill the window, put the other one up on the roof. Remember you were gonna be a nerd. It's hard to remember because I'm just always
I know. I know.
anyway.
Okay, well, we'll see if I can manage to decorate my little.
Anna's like, what did I get myself into with this person?
No, that's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's totally okay. It's like you're all happy and festive, and I'm like, meh. It's okay. Christmas,
That's okay
honestly,
because I'm outwardly festive,
yeah,
but inwardly meh. So
it's totally fine. Christmas is not my favorite holiday,
yeah.
but it's totally okay.
Which one is your favorite? Thanksgiving?
Not really.
No?
No,
4th of July?
no,
Valentine's
I don't
Day?
like noise. Hmm.
Um, New Year's? Well, you don't like noise.
Well, no, and we live out in the country, so we don't really have a lot of that. I'm just not that much of a
President's
holiday
Day?
person. I like spring break when my kids are home. That's not
Yeah.
really a holiday.
I will say I've noticed this about myself too. Like when you were little and it was like you had the school reinforcement of holidays where it's like coloring and events and all that kind of stuff, that's
Yeah.
fine. But now that I'm an adult and I have to do that in order to make that happen, I'm like, I could do without it.
It's less
Like,
fun.
I'd rather use my energies elsewhere and then like, go on a trip or like have fun in another way. But
I
since we're
like
all doing it, I guess I'll do it too. It's cool.
it's not really holidays, I like seasons, you know? Yeah,
Uh-huh. Which is your favorite season?
probably fall and winter.
You're so weird, Jana.
Al although I like the beginning of summer, not when it's hot, but like the very, very
Yeah.
start. So more like April and May.
Okay, that
Just
makes sense. You
more
have
of a
one of those
spring.
Western summers out there. You have
Yeah.
Western summer, so it's hot and dry and dusty and blowy. That's not a
But I don't
fun
like
summer.
humidity hot either, like in the South. Bleh.
Yeah, it gets pretty humid here too. I am a late spring person. That is my favorite
Okay.
because we have the leaves back on the trees. It's not too hot and humid yet. You can go hang out outside. The mosquitoes aren't crazy yet. I am a solidly late spring person for sure.
I
I
like
am not
yeah,
a
like fall.
fall winter person at all anymore.
Yeah, the
And
bugs
I
and
live in New
snakes
England. It's wasted on me here because I look around and I'm like, it's just death. Everything's dying for the year. It's all getting brown and ugly. Yeah, beautiful colors. It's just on the way to brown and falling on the ground. I hate it. I am the
I
worst. I told you I was in a mood today. You're seeing me in a mood. This is mood Ann. Sorry, everyone. I am in a mood.
I mean, we both are. I'm not sure if it's the moon or the hormones or the I don't know, something. Something.
Old
That's
ladies
okay.
complaining.
It's okay. It's okay to just, make some mashed potatoes and do your work and then go do something else.
Mashed
Why am
potatoes
I on
and hot
mashed
chocolate.
potatoes today? I don't know. Mashed potatoes are like my comfort thing. I know that
That's
you
a
can't
good I
necessarily
mean,
do that, but
no, I'll make a sweet potato for lunch though. The best thing about potatoes I've decided is the butter and gravy. If I could just eat butter and gravy, that'd be grand. And I do if I call it soup.
so my mom made this thing. I vaguely remember this from when I was a kid, but I mean, vaguely, but I mean, I haven't had it in decades and I forgot it was a thing. And
Uh-huh.
I don't know, but I had a chicken. I had a whole chicken that I had done in the pot, the crock or the
Okay.
pressure cooker. So it was a whole chicken. And I said to her, this was last week or the week before, I forget. I said to her, I've got this whole chicken. I don't really have any dinner ideas. I just needed to cook this whole chicken. So now we have chicken to do something with. And she goes, well, let's make chicken and
Okay.
noodles. And I'm like, I don't really I'm not a soup person. I don't really not really a soup person. She goes, no, not soup, chicken and noodles, where you have like the big wide egg noodles, the chicken. You can
Uh-huh.
put some vegetables in there if you want, but then you make a chicken broth gravy. It's kind of a thickened. Basically, it's chicken and noodles dumped over a pile of mashed potatoes. And I'm like,
That sounds amazing.
it was fantastic.
I'm not gonna lie. That
Add
sounds amazing.
a lot of garlic. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's those basic, like easy,
comfort.
high carb comfort foods, man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. Anyway, that was lovely,
Yeah.
and then now there's no leftovers. It was really good the next day too. Now it's gone. That's all right. I just might make fries for lunch. Like, I just make my own fries, baking sheet, little olive oil, cut up the potatoes, garlic, salt, put it all on there, bake it for 25 minutes. That's it.
I one of my favorite meals when I was in elementary school, like kids have it so easy now and the food that they get, it's all like junk food. But when I was little, my favorite thing would be a scoop of mashed potatoes that they would then pour like chipped beef and gravy over. And that was, like, the main part of the meal. Then you'd have, like, a little vegetable, and you'd have a little like, your
Fruit
little half
cocktail.
pint of milk. I just love that stuff, and I've never tasted anything like it, and it's one of those flavors that, like, we probably had it every 10 days or so, you know? It was heavy in the rotation at my elementary school.
Sure.
Like, for, like, 6 years of my life, we would have it, and I would just everyone else would be like, "Oh, I can't believe they're feeding us this again." I'd be like,
I'll have yours.
I just loved it. It was just one of those things, you know, and
Oh, I'm sure it was just like
everything
powdered
now when I have
gravy.
something similar,
Yeah,
it's
not this.
not it's too fancy. It's not lowbrow enough to be that thing, you know? I'm pretty sure it was instant potatoes. I'm pretty sure it was, you know, canned beef,
And a
and
gravy
then but
packet.
it's the gravy. It's the what gravy was it? That's what I'm missing.
I don't know, probably McCormick's out of a bag.
I think even McCormick's probably too nice.
So I've been doing HelloFresh. I think I told you about that. People watch my Facebook or Instagram. Anyway, I that's one thing I do like about HelloFresh is they take regular stuff and put stuff together that I wouldn't have thought of, and I like the sauces. So the other day we had this like chicken sandwich, and it had this creamy garlic sauce. And the quote creamy garlic sauce was just mayonnaise and sour cream mixed together with a truckload of garlic powder. I'm like, how easy is that?
No,
Mayonnaise,
yeah.
sour cream in equal portions, dump a bunch of garlic powder, not salt, and just mix it up. Put it on your ciabatta roll and then your chicken stuff, with which was like Monterey Jack, shredded chicken, red peppers, green peppers, some onion, you know, Italian seasoning. It was fantastic. It was a hot multi sandwich thing. It was great.
That's basically what I do now for salad dressings instead of buying a pre-made salad dressing. I'll just mix mayo and what did you say? Sour cream,
Uh-huh.
and then some spices, and then to get the the runniness I want, I'll just mix in a little bit of milk,
Yeah, or
and
even
then I put that on my salad, and it tastes so much better because first of all, I can like tailor the spices to what I actually have in my salad.
yes.
And then also it's like because it's all assembled, I'll usually like get everything out and then I'll make the salad dressing. So it at least is sitting for at least a few minutes while I make everything else.
Yeah.
And then put it on and it's
Now I want pasta
amazing.
salad. Now I want pasta. Dang.
Oh yeah. I miss pasta. That is something I miss on a low carb diet is pasta salad. That's just crack cocaine to me. Like tuna, like random veggies, and
Dude, I
mayonnaise,
don't like tuna.
vinegar.
It's too fishy.
Oh, we can do a chicken,
Yeah.
put some cheese in there, shredded cheese. That's the thing about pasta salad. You can put anything in a pasta salad.
The little
You can clean your
tomatoes.
whole fridge out.
You
Yeah, you can put
can clean your
anything.
whole fridge out, mix it with rotini and mayonnaise, and you're good to go.
You got a pasta salad that's gonna kill at any potluck you go to.
Truth. All right, now I'm hungry. I'm gonna go eat breakfast. You're gonna go eat lunch.
Yeah, it's dinner time here. It's or lunchtime. It's lunchtime here,
Oh,
so
so here, that's a Midwestern thing. All right, what is the difference? The difference between dinner and supper. One of the old farmer rancher people here, the difference between dinner is the meal you have at lunch. Lunch is something you take in a bag. Dinner is the noontime meal, and supper is supper. Lunch implies
um
a to go in a bag meal, apparently.
That's not a Midwestern thing, that's like a old person thing, that lunch is so lunch no, really, so lunch used to be luncheon, and it was the fancy form of lunch. Poor people had dinner. Fancy ladies who were out shopping and stopped in the department store, cafe for their meal, they had luncheon. Or if they were having their friends over for they would have luncheon, they would not have dinner. That was working man's midday meal was dinner. Poor people had dinner. And so, yeah, and so, but then lunch became universal, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for farmers and ranchers, lunch is something you take in a bag when you're out in the field.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like how all this shifts
Dinner
around is so
dinner is the biggest meal of the day, and that's at noon. And then you go back and work the rest of the afternoon, you have a lighter supper. But like your bigger meal,
yeah.
like pot roast, potatoes, all that kind of stuff happens at noon to fuel you for the rest of the day because these are, physically working people. And then dinner is, a sandwich, or sorry, supper would maybe be a sandwich and a salad or something lighter for the evening. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, still he gets upset with people when they call the evening meal dinner. He's like, "It's not dinner. That's what we had at noon. That was dinner. We're having supper."
Depends where you live.
I know. It's like, "Okay, everybody settle down."
Yep. It just depends on the region where you live and also you know, the predominant industry, the predominant work, because lunch might be something you carry in a bag or a pail. Not a
Mhm.
luncheon, but yeah. Anyway, interesting. Okay. So now we've
Okay.
hammered on for like 40 minutes. That seems to be our
Yeah.
thing. It's about 40 minutes.
Yeah, we did like 22 yesterday, and someone was like, "That wasn't long enough." I was like, "We didn't even watch the clock. I have no idea how long we talked
I
for.
don't know.
Did we
We
just
just talked
ramble
till we're
on?"
done for the day and then we showed there.
You're all very patient with us. Thank you.
Okay. So you're knitting
Okay.
your fence. You're knitting your fence today, right?
I'm knitting fence today. I just went back and unpicked about 3/4 of the round and then did some decreases and whatever. That's what I'm doing. So onwards and upwards.
Okay.
It was only a few stitches. Whatever. I don't care. I'm in a
I got a
mood.
big
I'm in a
I got a
mood.
big yeah. I am in a mood too. I got a big bread today because I didn't do it yesterday. So
Okay. I'll
editing,
allow it.
knitting, Christmas crap
Yeah.
from the attic. All right. Talk to you tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.